Hi there, this is Rob at Reason101.net, and I'm here to show you part 3 of how to create a glitch box out of nothing more than a Dr.OctoRex with a single loop file. It's copied a bunch of different times and run through some different effects. So, in part 3, let's just stop that loop for a second. In part 3, what I'm going to do is show you a couple of ways that you can even kind of push the envelope and make things even a little crazier. What we can do underneath this whole mess of systems here, what we can do is create a Thor. Hold down your Shift key to create it. Now let's initialize it. Let's just reduce everything down to 0. Let's remove the analog oscillator. Let's remove or bypass the filter. Let's turn that off. Turn off the gate, or actually let's leave the gate on. Let's change the modulation there. Turn off the filter envelope, turn off the amp envelope. Let's leave the global envelope on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the run mode to repeat, and I'm going to move down to the curve, move the octave to full, and just randomize the pattern, and do the same thing with the next curve. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the step sequencer curve 1 and step sequencer curve 2, push the amount up to 100, and put the destination to the CV1 output and the CV2 output. Also, we'll take the mod envelope, push that up to 100, and send that out to the CV output 3. And then finally, I'll take the LFO2, push that up to 100, and then it'll go out to the CV output 4. So now we've got 4 different CV sources, modulations. You can change the rate and change LFO2. You could have it key synced or not key or tempo synced, whatever. But basically, the idea is to get these 4 different sources and different things going. So now what we can do is we can turn this around, and let's just do something fun here. Let's open up Kong. Make sure to expand the drum module. You need to see these drum modules. And you'll see over here that we've got the master effects parameter 1 and parameter 2, which affects the tape echo, feedback, and time. So what we'll do is we will modulate this with our CV sources. CV output 1 and 2 will modulate these parameters, and we'll open up another Kong, and we'll take CV3 and 4 to modulate those parameters. Okay, let's close up this Kong, close up the other Kong. Let's not show the programmer. Once again, we can also duplicate the devices and tracks, and in which case you'll have 4 other CV sources. So now let's apply those CV sources to some of the delays. Let's take CV source 1 to apply to the feedback, CV source 2 to apply to the feedback here, and then maybe we'll apply this to the pan. We'll pan these two, not fully, but we'll pan them just a little bit, and we'll remove the feedback just a little bit because we don't want it to go too crazy. And also, just for the fun of it, let's take the scream, and now we will take the global envelope and apply that to parameter 1. We'll use the LFO to apply to parameter 2 over here. Okay, and we'll do the same thing. Global envelope will apply to the frequency, and LFO2 will apply it to the rate. And let's flip this around. For the second Thor, we don't want to have the same modulations, so let's just change them up a little bit. And we will also change this around. Maybe put this on a loop. And maybe change this to a different kind of LFO2 parameter. And also, let's change the curve again by randomizing it. Same thing with curve 1. Randomize that. And now, when we play it, see that these CV sources are affecting the phaser, they're affecting the delays, and they're affecting the comms. So it just makes everything even more glitchy. And I know I've gone a little crazy with this patch, but I just wanted to show you some of the possibilities of what you can do with just one simple Rex file and a bunch of different effects that are applied to it. And also now that we've got these nifty new slice outputs, things can get even, well, things can get pretty darn crazy. So that's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I'm Rob at Reason101.net. Come by my site when you get a chance and check out the tutorials. And when I get this tutorial prepared, I will also be sharing these files with you too. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it.